In this article, we'll briefly be discussing the importance of sleep and offering up a range of practical tips for you to quickly improve your sleep quality. Number 1, tomorrow, today. Now, engineers clearly have busy lives, and they often have even busier brains. And when you're tasked with controlling a number of variables which can shift at any moment, sometimes some of the detail which you require to remember on a daily basis is temporarily forgotten. And if you're anything like me, on occasion, when you're drifting asleep and you're just going into a comfortable slumber, your brain will knock on the door and remind you of that one thing that you really needed to do. So what I suggest is that every evening you just take a couple of minutes to get a pad and a pen, or perhaps if you've got a smartphone, using your voice recorder, and just review all the things that you've taken care of in that day. You'll no doubt discover any areas or any things that you neglected to attend to in the first instance. And you can write it down and record it and allow yourself to go to sleep knowing that your brain's not going to wake you up with any last minute news flashes. Number 2, daily activity. Now, aside from the obvious health benefits of regular exercise, it's shown that between 25 and 45 minutes of activity each day will support a good night's rest. So if you found yourself tied to your desk, or you had a particularly long shift that day because you're meeting key deadlines, it may be worth just spending half an hour taking a brisk walk at night before settling down. Number 3, limit your caffeine intake. Now, caffeine's obviously a stimulant, and it's been shown to stimulate the brain, the central nervous system, and is also a known diuretic. So what I suggest is that you just become aware of any kind of hidden caffeine that you currently consume, whether that be through things like chocolate, juice, or whatever it might be, and just start to slowly weed out and cut back so that by 3 o'clock in the afternoon that you've stopped taking on the main sources of caffeine. Number 4, the same bedtime. Now, I'm aware that the body loves routine, and that psychologically and physically our bodies work like prediction devices, and they're always doing this so that they can prepare us for what's to come next. So if you're able to consistently go to bed at the same time each night, you'll find that your body naturally unwinds and prepares for sleep, which is a great thing because you'll be able to fall asleep much quicker than ever before. Number 5, eliminate electronics and sources of light. Now, the amount of daylight affects our sleep, and we've evolved to sleep during the darkest periods of night. But of course, we all have laptops, smart devices, watches, televisions and such like on the go. And most of these devices have quite a concentrated or high intensity blue light, which is actually being scientifically proven to affect the melatonin levels in the body, or to reduce them, should we say. So we certainly want to be removing any devices which are going to negatively affect that before bedtime. So I suggest that any kind of laptops, televisions, mobile phones are put to one side or switched off at least an hour before bedtime. Number 6, avoid eating heavy meals or consuming alcohol. If you manage to have a nice hearty meal, or perhaps enjoy your favourite glass of wine, you'll no doubt experience this kind of warm, cosy feeling, perhaps even sleepy feeling that arises within. Now, that may seem like a good thing. The digestion of a meal, or perhaps even the processing of alcohol, elevates your heart rate, and that can negatively affect your sleep cycle. So what I suggest to you is that if you are going to have a hearty meal, try and complete it by 8 o'clock at night so that it's not still elevating your metabolism. Number 7, having a cool temperature in the bedroom will actually help enhance the quality of your sleep. And whilst that might be more challenging depending on where you live, it's worth keeping this in mind and doing what you can to keep the temperature down. It may even be that you consider changing the sheets, ensuring that you have breathable cotton sheets that allow you to naturally perspire. Now, when it comes to sleep, what's more important than the ambient room temperature is the process of cooling down. So you may wish to consider adding a shower to your bedroom routine. Lastly, number 8. Keep the bedroom for sleeping. When it's cold and wintry outside, it's quite tempting to climb into a cosy bed and perhaps put your favourite film on. However, if you remember, the body does love routine, and we really want to be sending a clear signal to it that when we enter the bedroom, we're preparing for sleep. In my next video, we'll return to focus upon psychological wellness and unpack the nature of procrastination. But if you found this video of use and you have any comments about the content of it, drop us a message on the link below and we'll be happy to address it in future videos or respond to you directly.